Hey everybody, Elgin Walker here, eXp Realty, and I'm going to discuss just a few things as a seller that you're looking at as cost of sale, things that are normally seller expenses, closing costs. Okay, when a property particularly is financed, then and it's not being cash, sometimes the closing costs can be a little bit lower, but in obviously the majority of cases, the home purchases are financed. So here we go. So number one, the biggest expense that the seller pays is the real estate commission for both the listing agent and for the selling agent. It's the biggest expense that you'll have. And obviously, there's no standard cost. Each real estate agent or company may have their own company policy, but there's no standard cost to that. Normally, the listing agent will obviously receive one fee, and the selling agent, whom is representing the buyer, will receive the other fee. That's traditionally how that works. Transfer taxes. In most states, and I know here in California, the areas that I service, you'll have a city and possibly a county tax. In some cases, you'll have one or the other, like the city of LA, for instance, and the San Fernando Valley, for instance. Both have a city tax and have a county tax. Now, you come out to, say, Santa Clarita and the Antelope Valley, they only have a county tax. They don't have a city tax. City tax doesn't apply there. So that's going to depend upon where your property is located, and something that your real estate agent should be able to tell you up front. Title insurance. The majority of the time, title insurance is going to be required to actually sell your home. The title insurance, there's generally two sides. There's one that the buyer pays. There's one that the seller pays. The seller, you are insuring the title of the property. You are ensuring the fact that in transferring that property, transferring that home, you're not going to have any baggage on the property. Any liens and whatever will be taken care of prior to the close of escrow. So the title insurance closing cost for you as the seller is generally higher than it is for the buyer. The buyer will pay for a cost, and the cost the buyer will pay for will be on their name, so that their name is bringing to the property with no liens and things like that. And the loan companies, the finance companies, are going to require that. Depending upon where you're at, you're going to have either an attorney fee or an escrow fee. So attorney fees are generally not in the state of California, which is where I service. What we have is an escrow company. And your escrow company is the closing company here, and the escrow company will have a fee and will be the ones that make sure that the property is properly transferred. All monies are paid as far as loans against the property, real estate commissions, any cost of sale. That will come through the escrow company. If you have an HOA or you have taxes, those things that they'll be prorated. They'll be prorated up into the day the property is closed and leaves your name into the new owner's name. So you're going to have that. And then, of course, possibly if there's any repairs required, these are negotiable items, but, termite inspections, termites possibly, depending upon the type of loan. All these are things that are negotiable, but the majority of the time they are seller expenses. As a matter of fact, every fee that I mentioned here is quote unquote legally is negotiable. But 95% of the time, there are going to be costs that are absorbed by the seller. So if you have a real estate agent that you're using, or if I happen to be the lucky person to have an opportunity to help you and your family up front, we're going to give you what's called an estimated closing statement or estimated sales, so you can get an idea itemized of what all of your fees and your costs will be, so you'll know what your bottom line is up front. Okay? Hopefully this helps, gives you an idea of what you're looking at the totality of your cost of sale. Look forward to any questions. You can reach out to me here. Subscribe at the channel. We love to talk and help as many families as we can. God bless, and remember, no matter what you're going through in life, it's just a temporary condition. Things change, and it truly is. It's a great life. God bless you.